What's up, NA family? My name is Nick, aka Nico.
My name is Alondra, aka Aloe, and today we're going to be doing a Q&A video so you guys can get to know us.
Today's questions we're going to answer are based upon questions our followers wanted to know, and then also some questions we figured you guys would want to know as well to get to know us a little bit more. So let's get straight into it.
And we're going to be using our phones, and we have notes written down so we can just go off of them, and then we'll be answering. We're gonna take turns for each other. One's gonna ask a question, and I'm gonna ask the other one, and so on. Ready?
Perfect. Let's get it.
All right. First question is, how did we meet?
So we met. The first time we ever met was at a party. I saw her at a party. I couldn't stop staring at her. Obviously, look at her. But yeah, I couldn't stop staring at her during the whole party. We ended up leaving. And after we left, I ended up messaging her on Snapchat, and she ended up responding, and
so is history. So
yeah.
History on it.
Yeah. So.
All right. The next question.
Give me a What was your first impression of each other?
So I will be completely honest. I would say he was not my type whatsoever at first, but it was the personality for me. It was definitely personality for me. What about you?
So my first impression of Alondra is she was beautiful, obviously, as you can tell. But once we started talking that same night that we met, and I seen her and I messaged her. But once we started talking, I really loved the way she talked to me, and she enjoyed talking to me, and I enjoyed talking to her. And that same night we ended up getting on Fortnite, just having a little bit of fun. She had a little child in her still, and I really did enjoy that. So yeah, it was amazing. It was amazing for sure.
Next one. How long have you guys been together?
5 years. Almost 5 years.
Almost 5 years.
In July, it'll be July 27th. It'll be 5 years. It'll be our 5-year anniversary. This will probably be up before July 27th. So, if you remember this, just shoot us a DM on Instagram or something and wish us a happy anniversary. So the next question that was asked is, what are our favorite activities to do together? One of my favorite activities to do together is dinner.
Dinner?
Nice date nights. Or even...
just doing random dates all the time, I would say. Very spontaneous.
Guess you can call that an activity.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, that's definitely a favorite for me.
Yeah.
So.
Okay. Alright, next one. What's the most surprising thing you learned about each other? I would say the most surprising thing is that how hardworking you really are. I would say.
The most surprising thing about you is how you treat me. You respect me all the time. You take care of me. You're always there for me through all my battles, all my ups and downs. And, I just never really had that. And so it was surprising to get that for once, So the next question is, how do we handle disagreements and arguments?
So when we have disagreements and arguments, it's more of I'm the type of person that likes to cool down after we just had an argument or a disagreement. I just like to separate most of the time, and then we always come together and just talk about things. That's really how we handle our situations.
The crazy thing is I'm a little different. I like to handle it right then and there. But we've came to, after almost 5 years, we've came to, a resolution to work with each other. I just wait a couple hours, we just try to cool down.
And sometimes it's not even a couple hours, maybe an hour, if anything.
Maybe 10 minutes. You never know. It depends the argument.
Yeah.
But yeah, we just try to separate a little bit and give each other space to breathe, and then go back at it. Just talk about it. No arguments. There's no sense in always arguing about things, man. You just gotta talk through things. I don't like arguing. We don't like arguing at all.
Yeah.
And we've gotten a lot better over the years. Every relationship seems to start out and everybody wants to just argue. They love arguing.
Yep.
And when you've been together 5 years, you just kind of talk about it.
Yep.
You don't argue about it. So.
Next question. Who said I love you first? And how did it happen?
Who did say that? Do you remember?
I don't remember.
So, I want to say I did. Because I feel like I pulled the trigger on a lot of things getting us started, you know what I mean? And falling in love with you fairly quickly, you know? And I think, I want to say I did, but I really don't remember. I mean, that was 5 years ago. It's hard. Next question is, have we traveled together? And if so, what was our favorite trip?
Our favorite? Well, I don't know about him, but my favorite was when we went to Florida for Destin. That was actually my first time stepping on sand, real sand this time, guys. And I just fell in love with the place. So I would say that was my favorite. I don't know about yours.
I agree. Because, I mean, we haven't taken a lot of trips yet.
Yeah.
We've taken a few trips to, like, when we took one to Chicago and down here to Dallas before we moved down here. But that was our first actual out-of-the-state trip, just us two, no business talk, no nothing. And we really enjoyed it. It was a nice surprise to see her face when she touched sand for the first time.
And we got super tan.
Oh, man, burnt.
Oh, my gosh.
Burnt, for sure. But we enjoyed that one.
All right, next question. Have you ever had a love at first sight moment?
I obviously did.
Yeah.
Crazy enough. A little backstory on before we met. I was trying to talk to her, and she kind of like, like swerved me really hard.
Yeah.
A few times, and I just stayed persistent. You know, as they say, just stay persistent. You'll get what you want when at some point. Yeah, when the time's right, when the time comes, and so yeah.
It worked out.
Yeah, it worked out. Next question is, do we have any goals that we want to achieve as a couple?
Yes. I would say we're in the mix of getting like our Airbnb business, trying to combine it and make it one. That's our ultimate goal right now. And obviously getting into more businesses, but individually as well. But the main one is to just Airbnb and just working together, I guess you would say.
I can agree with that one. Another one, I feel like one of our biggest goals is to continue to grow as a couple and expand, our knowledge together. I know. Getting married. I feel like our biggest goal too, on top of that, is getting married.
Yep.
Is getting married. Yep. Popping a question. Coming soon.
Oh.
Coming soon. Hints. But
what's the sweetest thing your partner has ever done for you?
I feel like the sweetest thing you've done for me is when you printed out that thing for my aunt after she passed away. I think that is the sweetest thing I've ever gotten, for sure. Because after she passed away, it was super hard. It was super hard. And then you did that, and now I take her everywhere I go.
Yep.
So
Literally.
she ain't going nowhere no more.
Yeah.
So what about you?
So mine would be the day you surprised me for my 21st birthday. I had never experienced someone to do that for me, so I would say that would be the sweetest thing that you've done.
More to continue.
Yep.
We're gonna do it again, for sure. So for our last question, we were asked, what advice would you give to others about building a strong and happy relationship?
I would say definitely having trust and also communication. That's a big one. I say communication is the number one for sure.
I can agree with communication. Communication is really key, because without communication, you start arguments, you're unhappy, you're stressed out because you don't know how the other person feels because you didn't ask. And I feel like that's the root of a lot of problems in relationships, is people don't know how to talk. They just either yell, argue, don't talk at all, so then you never know how the other person feels, and so you can't like accommodate on how they feel, or make them feel good. And so
I agree.
Yeah. That wraps up today's video. I hope you all enjoyed NA Family. We're here to bring you guys a lot of content. We hope you guys enjoy. Make sure to hit the like and subscribe button. Don't forget to follow our Instagrams. Everything's going to be linked down below. And if you guys have any video ideas for us to do, be more than happy to hear you guys out and, shoot,
Yep.
and have fun.
Till next time. Bye.
Peace.